Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down.
Baby, Lord knows I need a coffee today. I'm gonna die. I'm a double and I'm gonna die. Oh, my boss is gonna be so mad at me. I'm gonna be so late. I don't even care. Honestly, I don't even care. I need a coffee. I need a nice coffee. If I don't have a nice coffee, I can't operate. I cannot perform without a nice coffee. Pull me closer, tiny coffee. Ah, so good. These little garlic nuggets. Ooh, they are a treat. A real treat. I definitely was being dramatic this morning because now I feel fine. Once I have caffeine in my body, I can perform. I can live now. I just need caffeine. I do.
I wish that our love was just like in the movies, with a happy end. Yeah, but sometimes you can't handle your emotions, and I guess that's okay. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown.
Does anybody realize that when you pour yourself a drink at home, it tastes 100 times better when you put a straw in it?
Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente? Ahora sin ti estoy tan solo, no es fácil. Te quiero, baby, hasta que nazca el sol, hasta que nazca el sol. Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente? Ahora sin ti estoy tan solo, no es fácil. Te quiero, baby.
Okay, story time. So I was debating whether or not to tell this story, but I think it happens to the best of us, so I'm gonna tell it. So last night I was on my way home from work and I thought it would be a good idea to get an iced coffee. I quickly realized that was not a good idea. Panic set in immediately as that iced coffee was running through my system so quick. About 10 minutes from my house, my hands were gripping the steering wheel. I was rocking back and forth, ass cheeks clenched to the gods, sweat dripping down my forehead, and there was no gas station in sight. It looked a little bit like this. Let me show you. Fuck! Don't shit! Don't shit! I was afraid I wasn't going to make it home without shitting my pants. I am 26 years old. I am not proud to admit that, okay? But somehow I did make it home successfully, just not gracefully. So with that being said, enjoy this footage from my Ring camera. Oh my god. I'm gonna shit my pants. Oh my god.
nazca el sol, hasta que nazca el sol. Quiero, baby. Dime.
Spend on Charlie drinks? You silly? Bro, who are you? Well, today is day 9 of drinking Dunkin' until they give me my own drink on their menu. Before these 9 days, I dumped the Charlie drink on myself for 164 days straight until she finally noticed me. Each Charlie drink cost about $4 each, but there was plenty times where I bought them in bulk. For example, on day 100, I bought 100 Charlie drinks and dumped them on myself. And a different time, I bought 50 and filled up my bathtub. And most days I dumped at least 2 or 3 on myself. So I've spent about $2,000 on the Charlie drink.
Hacer un frappé de Nutella. En la licuadora ponemos la cantidad de hielo que gustes, una taza de leche de tu preferencia, 2 cucharaditas de café instantáneo y una cucharada de Nutella. Licuamos muy bien y puedes acompañar con chantilly o crema batida. Y ahora sí, a disfrutar.
We know that Dunkin' puts a lot of ice in their coffee, so I'm just gonna pour out just the coffee in a separate cup without the ice and see how much coffee you actually get for $4. Here's the coffee I ordered, here's the empty cup, and I'm just gonna pour it in, try to get it without the ice. A more effective way. Here's a cup of coffee without the ice, and this is the cup with just the ice in it. As you can tell, it's not that big of a difference.
Quiero, baby. Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente? Ahora sí que estoy tan solo, no es fácil. Te quiero, baby, hasta que nazca el sol, hasta que nazca el sol. Oh, oh, oh. Dame tu amor, dame tu amor. Yeah, yeah.
Where do we go from? Where do we go from here? No one can save us from keeping clear. I don't wanna lose you, I don't wanna lose you now. 'Cause there is only one thing on my mind.
Café gelado, eu não gosto de café, mas vou fazer 2 colheres de café, já caguei tudo ali, 2 de açúcar, 2 de aguinha quente. Gelo com caramelozinho. Galera, ficou pronto.
Losing track of time, losing track of myself. I can make promises to get into your head. Hey, I just wanna say you are my new craze.
Flavor drops. Sugar.
I just wanna say you are my new
Not
craze.
forget the coffee.
You turn around and
Top it off with some whipped cream. Perfect.
I found out that if you drink coffee before sex, it intensifies your orgasm by 50%.
What a surprise, you tagged the coffee science guy to figure out if this is true, and sort of. Now, I don't know where she got the percent from, but I looked through a bunch of different research articles and they say it's true for women. Coffee also makes women more horny. Then what about for guys? Well, if you have about 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, it actually reduces your risk of ED. Remember that time that I talked about how it reduces your risk of heart disease? And that's specifically because of the antioxidants and the increase of blood flow when drinking coffee. Researchers were curious, and yes, it's true. So stop bringing your dates to bars. Bring them to cafes.
I just wanna see you, woman. I just wanna see you.
No more vanilla. My ice spheres never come out as complete spheres. This drizzle is so ugly. This almond milk was frozen, so it's extra curdly. At least the espresso is good. Why am I stirring so fast, and why is it not changing color? I didn't make enough foam. My caramel is thinking. In mad now.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah, girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes. Yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it. Baby, I still wear the
Making iced coffee. You want your ice to be all the way to the top because we're pouring hot coffee in it. When I pour cold coffee in it, I don't fill it all the way to the top. The ice. Okay. I always take a sip before I put the creamer in. Okay. A little this. Tiny bit of this because you want it to be a little thick to float on the top a little bit, but not stay. This is the best iced coffee, you guys. Pour it in.